Hello everyone, thank you very much for lending me your ears and your attention. I hope that you're not gonna regret after watching this video. I want to talk about the Exodus from Egypt, which is recorded to have happened around 1460 BCE. Even though the story which is recorded, it talks about crossing over the Red Sea or the Sea of the Red, going to Sinai Desert, wandering for 40 years, and then cross Jordan River to the Promised Land, which you today called Israel or Palestine. Well, part of this story is true, part of this story is not true. The true Exodus happened this way. This is the group of people who have left Egypt at the same estimated years of time, 1460 BCE. But these people went through Sahara Desert, straight through Sahara Desert. That is where they wandered for 40 years, because Sahara Desert is the greatest desert in the world, and there's a reason for people to wander around the desert, unlike Sinai Desert, which is very small. And what happened is, like, after 40 years, the death of Moses, now Joshua took over. He is the person who is leading them to cross the White Nile. After crossing White Nile, they come to this place which is today called the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes is the region which is surrounded by few countries like Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda, Congo, Malawi, Tanzania, and also Kenya. If you go to a place which is around Kenya today, you will find a place which is called Jericho. It's no coincidence. That is the same place where the 12 tribes went around and then circled it for 7 times and then it collapsed. Okay, so from at that time, here is emerging another story now, the story of which is very, very known, the Bantu migration. The Bantu migration started at around 1400 BCE. Yes, you heard me. It's no coincidence. If you look at the Exodus and then look at the Bantu migration, you will see that this is a continuation. You will join this story together and it should make sense to you. This is not rocket science. These events, both of them are happening in the 1400 BCE. Okay, now the migration is starting at a place which is called the Great Lakes. At that time, it used to be called Congo. It was the land of Congo. Now here I'm featuring a different nation now. Now it is no longer the white Palestine that you see in Israel. It's not any other nation. Now we are talking about the Bantu nation. At that time, they used to be called the Bakongo because these are the children of the same father. Started the migration and then they spread all over to the place where they were allowed to go, or the Promised Land, which was promised to them. Because mind you, that the land of the 12 tribes of Israel was never Palestine. Palestine is only 23,000 square kilometers, which cannot even accommodate, should I say, million people. And here we're talking about billion people, which are called the Bantu people today because they will say that they will multiply. And remember what God said. He said that he's going to give them a large land. It's going to be fertile, which flows with milk and honey. You don't find it in Palestine today, but look all over, and then you'll find this nation which is called the Bantu nation. They are residing in the place which is called the sub-Saharan Africa. This place has almost everything that you can wish for. That's why you will see even today the white people that are still settling here. They are not willing to go anywhere, because this is where you find the gold, the diamond, the oil, the platinum. You find fertile land. You find the brooks of rivers, big mountains. You get wildlife. You get the oceans, the beautiful beaches. You get everything here. And then I shall tell you now, in case you don't know, Sub-Saharan Africa is the best place on earth. I'm not advertising it for tourism. That is not the reason. But I'm telling you that this is the land which was promised to Jacob or Israel, that he's going to possess. And of course, if you can go also and find out that the Mount Kenya is the Mount Zion, so then you will know that, of course, even David ruled from here. So Israel never went to Palestine, no. And then you can also hear people talking about the lost tribes. They say the 10 lost tribes. Who is lost? We are not lost. We are home. So when they are referring to the 10 lost tribes, I just hate it, but anyway, I'm trying, you know. The 10 lost tribes, they say that they ran to Africa. We didn't run to Africa. We came here with Joshua, who led us into the promised land. We are not lost. And then if you go to the book of Deuteronomy 28, it will show you that the people who are the Israelites are gonna be punished in their own land. Like it says that the aliens or the people who are going to impress us are going to rise above us in our land, not in a foreign land. So this is our land. And then people were taken from the on the slavery ports. Two of them is Angola and Mozambique. These 2 points are only 2 points where Bantu people are taken from. So in simple terms, I'm saying the Bantu people who were taken from those 2 points, Angola and Mozambique, most of them, they were taken to Brazil. These are the true Bantu people. There are very few who are taken to USA and other islands like the Caribbean islands. Yes, there are our people there, but not most of them, very few. So in simple terms, most of the black Americans or African Americans in USA are not Hebrews, because they didn't descend from Bantu people. So when I'm talking about Bantu people and then the Sub-Saharan Africa and then the land which was given to them, you will find today the people like Tutsi, the Maasai, and the Khoisan. These people are still here, and these are the children of Canaan. They're still here in this land. So this is to mark who was here before we came, because the history will tell you that when we came here, we found all these tribes here. So they are not our people, they are not Bantu, they are the children of Canaan, and then we took over this land. So they were very black people, they're still black people. It's not like those Palestinians that you see today who claim to be, whatever nation they are, which I don't really care about. So the land of Israel, actually it has two portions. It has the land of which is given to Judah, and the portion which is given to 10 tribes. Listen very carefully here. Here we're talking about the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. So the kingdom of Judah, which consists of Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Congo-Brazzaville, Congo DRC, Burundi, Angola, Rwanda, Uganda, and part of Kenya. You see where it is. Now, that is where you will find Judah. You also find the portion of Simeon there, and then Benjamin. And then Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya, you know very well. If you're doing your research, you will know that is the true Mount Zion. So it is at that region where Jerusalem is. He ruled, even David ruled from that area. You should know that. I'm not going to go in detail with that. I'm going to proceed telling you about the 10 tribe, the land of the 10 tribes. Sorry. Is Zambia, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, Tanzania, Botswana, South Africa, Swazini or Swaziland, and Lesotho. So, yes, what I've mentioned now, it is what it is. So, anything that I didn't count in here, it is not Bantu people. That means it is not Hebrews. I'm talking about people like maybe Somalians, Ethiopians, Sudanians, Nigerians, Ghanaians, and then all other nations which might be on the West Africa or the North Africa. They are not Hebrews. They are not Bantu. You should know, especially those people who are preaching the wrong gospel from overseas. You don't even know about Africa and then the tribes in Africa. Bantu is a nation on its own. We don't relate with any of those people. That's why even if we border with them, even though we border with Ethiopia and Somalia and then Sudan and also Nigeria, we are not one with them and they are not one with us. So they know very well because we're a nation which migrated. If you didn't migrate, then why should you call yourself Hebrews? And then if you don't relate to Bantu, why should you call yourself Hebrews? So in simple terms, Bantu people, which were called the Congo, are the 12 tribes of Israel. And there is this nonsense that says the Lemba people came here and then they are the lost tribe. They are not lost tribe. They've always been part of our people. Let me just break it. Let me break this ice. Lemba people are Bantu people. I hope that you heard it. So all the 12 tribes of Israel or Hebrews are found in Bantu people. And if you are not a Bantu, or you didn't migrate with us, or you were taken to slavery not from Bantu people, or let's say you don't descend from Bantu people, you are not Israel or you're not Hebrews. And this is not hatred, it's just the truth. And thank you very much for watching.